All right, good morning. So, last video I talked about my Nissan truck, Frontier. I was having issues with it not going into park. So I took it to the shop for the fourth time. This time I had a code. I had my own scanner. I scanned it. It read some kind of transmission system error. I can't even remember the code. Anyways, I had a code for it, so I took it in, showed them the code. They said, well, we'll look into it, see what we can find. They kept it about 3 days. I had to get a loaner car from a family member because they didn't have a rental. And they called me and said, we got your truck ready. You can come pick it up. I said, all right, I'll be there. So I show up. And this is what they tell me. They tell me that they replaced the valve body on the transmission per diagnostic code. And on the service paperwork, it says was unable to duplicate issue before or after repairs. I said, so does this mean y'all might have it fixed, you might not? And they told me they don't know. They don't know if they have it fixed. They just replaced the part the code said, and if it happens again, bring it back to them. So I said, okay. And I left. And I said, all right, enough is enough. This is the fourth time I've had this truck in the shop in 3 months. 3 different times I had to leave it with them and find a ride for a couple of days. The problem itself actually happened probably more than a dozen times. But I wasn't in a position to take it to the shop, so I had to just deal with it until I could take it to the shop. And it was intermittent, so it would happen, set off an AT check light, set off a red gear light, key system error, transmission error, and when I'd kill the truck, you could not start the truck back up until everything powered down and turned off, or disconnect the battery, which I never did that. I just let it power down. Once everything powered down, I was able to start the truck up and everything looked fine. Drive it, maybe a day or two, bam, happens again. So, and once I actually brought it into the shop when it was actively having the issue, and a salesman that sold me my truck came to the service department, and he killed the truck even though the service department told him not to kill the truck. He did it anyways, and the code cleared out, so they couldn't figure out what to do. Anyways, long story short, the next day I was out here in my backyard watering my grass, which didn't work too well. Some of it died in this heat we got. But I was texting, I've been watching this Toyota Tacoma for about 2.5 months. When they first wanted it, I put it up for sale. They wanted $38,000, almost $39,000. I thought, dang, that sure is a nice truck, but that's too much money. That's too bad. So, I kept the Nissan for a while. And as the weeks go by, I just, every so often I'd go by and look. They still got that Toyota. And they come down $1,000 on it. Thought, yeah, I wonder why it ain't selling. I just find it odd. But, I was like, I can't, that's $37,000 is too high too. I can't do that either. So fast forward to the day after my 4th visit to the shop. I look at this truck online. Now, mind you, this is a Toyota Tacoma. It's a 2023 SR5. It's got 33,000 miles on it. It's V6 and it's 4-wheel drive and white, which is what I wanted originally, was a white truck. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna just message the salesman, see if I ain't got nothing to lose. If the numbers are right, who knows, I might buy this truck. So I was out here watering the grass, and me and the salesman come to an agreement on $34,500 is what he offered me, or what I offered him was the final selling price. So in 2 months, this truck went from 38.9, almost 39,000, and I got it down to 34,500. It's still got factory warranty. It's, you know, the last year model of this body style. It's white, 4-wheel drive, V6, 33,000 miles on it. My Nissan had 31, so pretty close to the same mileage. And I negotiated a trade-in value on my Nissan, and I traded it in, and I wound up financing this truck for right at 22, just over 22,000. I went to my local credit union to get my interest rate because the dealership couldn't beat them, and I brought this truck home. Like I said, it's an SR5. I'm sure most people know that have Toyotas. You know, it's in absolute immaculate condition. I mean clean. I test drove it before I bought it. It came with all weather floor mats. I mean, it is clean. There's no scratches on the doors. Look in the back seats, my kids' car seats. They got plenty of room. I mean, just immaculate condition. The tires are street tires, which I'm not really worried about the tires. The wheels look great. We'll try and get underneath, but the frame, zero rust. And I'll pop the hood. Of course, I got the composite bed of power sliding glass. It's got dual zone air conditioning. It's got blind spot monitoring, push button start, 8-inch radio, adaptive cruise control, heated mirrors, sunglass holder. This had a lot more stuff than my Nissan did. I'll pop the hood, show you how clean under the hood is. Hold on just a second. This lid's heavy. Look at that. I mean, in immaculate condition. Really clean, no rust, no. Everything is filled to the right level. I probably need more wiper fluid, but that's for me. But immaculate condition. I mean, clean. Looked like it just rolled off the showroom floor. And it's got 33,000 miles on it. And I know I've seen where people say be wary of the white paint, but I've looked this truck over. I put a ceramic coating on it myself, and I have not found any chipped paint or anything, except from what happened before I had it, which is there's a little spot right here and a little on the bumper. But it's a used truck, no big deal. This is plastic. You know, if it really bugs me that much, I could just replace it. And I put splash guards on it myself because it didn't come with splash guards. And as I've said before, on gravel road, I need splash guards. So, yeah,